Okay. All right. Yeah, man. We want to give a big shout out to our guy, hashtag smoking section.
Yeah.
Jesus. I think the last name is spelled Jesus Sonola. All right. If I messed up your last name, I apologize, brother. But he sent us over an email in regards to the whole Diddy Cassie situation. He had a different narrative on speaking points about what a lot of people are not talking about regarding this Cassie and Diddy situation, right? He starts off by saying, "I hope all is well. I'm sure you guys heard about the Diddy and Cassie situation. If the allegations are true, Diddy should be prosecuted. The one thing I see no one addressing is how Cassie was disloyal to her boyfriend / producer, Ryan Leslie, and how she got with Diddy. In the beginning of her career, her boyfriend, Ryan Leslie, discovered her, wrote and produced her music, and worked her MySpace for her, which was the reason why she got Diddy's attention in the first place. When she got signed to Bad Boy, she traded Ryan for Diddy like an old car to upgrade. I hope you would consider talking about this point on the pod."
You said that guy's last name was Leslie?
No, Sonola. Jesus.
Arles? You sure that's not about Arles?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
You pull up his man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got away with this if it wasn't for you kids. Meddling kids.
What do you think about that, man?
I think it's a simple what word am I looking for? Example of hypergamy. I feel like I think it was a no-brainer for her to hop to the next thing. The more
she monkey brain
things, yeah.
I
feel like it happens all the time. It was almost like a no-brainer. When it happened. It was like, those are the breaks. You know what I mean? Like, you bring your shorty around someone who wanna. If your arm ain't strong enough, you're gonna lose her. Like, she was never yours. You were just holding her for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was always mine. It was just your turn.
Because you know what? It seemed like he really, really liked her. Maybe loved her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think it was reciprocal.
I think I heard that Diamond Girl was for her. It was written for her.
I believe it.
Another thing that we didn't really talk about is the fact, how old is Diddy?
Now?
Yeah.
I think he just touched 50, right?
No, hell no.
Or 53?
He is 54 years old.
54,
okay. And how old is Cassie?
Cool, you got that?
She is 37 years old.
Okay. Ryan Leslie is 45.
Okay.
So.
Both old niggas.
Yeah. Man.
Shout out to my old niggas.
Maybe she likes the older dudes. I don't know what our home situation is like.
37 to 45 is game.
Yeah, that's game because
game.
People feel like as far as age gap dating,
37 to 54 is a reach. Right? It just sounds nasty.
Yeah. So they say the
she was 19 and he was 35 when they first met. That's her and Diddy. 19 and 35. So it's kind of like,
That's a little,
yeah.
They say the gap too big, I guess. They say it's 10 years. Right? Anything above 10 is supposed to be like, But they supposedly have a creepiness rule, right?
Okay.
As far as age gap dating, which says that you shouldn't date a woman unless she's half your age plus 7 years.
Half your age plus 7.
Half my age plus 7 years.
So me, I'm 42.
Right.
21 plus 7. The youngest I could date is a 28-year-old.
Is there like a methodology for where they come up with this?
No, it's called the creepiness rule.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Let's think. You bring, all right, let's say you bring a 28-year-old into the barbecue. What do you think you get from your friends? And just think about the people that you're around. Like,
the dudes?
Yeah, like
dudes
got,
yeah.
Yeah. But okay, what about family? Think about your family. You bring a 28. Not that I would ever want to wish any.
Yeah,
right?
I know. We're doing hypotheticals.
Hypotheticals. What do you think they would say?
They would talk hella shit.
Think so?
Yeah. I got a lot of women in my family. I got.
What would they expect?
But a 28-year-old doesn't look
aunts,
young.
But seven of them are alive. You know, one rest in peace. Huh?
You, Ronco. I don't know. You know.
No, they would be talking shit to each other. Like, yo, that girl is young as hell.
Probably.
28-year-old? I don't think a 28-year-old looks that young where it's like noticeable.
It could be. Could be.
Okay, GB, that's a point.
You know,
half your age.
Because there's a big difference between a 19-year-old and a 28-year-old.
As you get older,
like a 19-year-old is wearing dressing sneakers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like a 28-year-old, it's a different one. Like, you know, she pulled out a little bit, probably got a little kid or something like that already.
Okay, so mine is 25. I'm 37. I've been 25. I don't feel like that's that bad.
It doesn't seem that bad, right?
It doesn't seem that bad. 37, 25.
Creeping this rule. That's my first.
I don't know. You know,
it's not like a woman made it up, though.
Yeah, if you want to hate, maybe, but 37, 25 is like.
Well, you're in the 30s, she's in the 20s, but when you're in the 40s and she's in the 20s, it sounds bad.
So now 50s. So 50s.
If you're 50, 25 plus 7, 32 is the oldest. I mean, the youngest you should date. A 28, 32-year-old.
Right, but if you're 50 and you bring a 30 in the building, that's gonna be evident. That's evident.
Yeah.
That's evident. 50 and 30.
I guess so.
What was the point, though?
Fellas?
No, it's just
don't be
that.
creepy.
Yeah, it's that creepy rule, you know, which lends room because a lot of women say when men date younger women, it's a little bit of grooming. That's been the hot topic word lately. You know, grooming, and grooming is technically dating a younger woman to kind of shape her or mold her into the woman that you kind of want to be.
Well, they say manipulate.
Manipulate. Yeah. Use very strong words.
Something is rattling on the table. All the audio. Something is rattling on the table. Is it the bottle or is it the?
No, it's the mics. It's the mics.
You sure it's not like the candle or something? You squeeze
no, it's the mics. I know it's the mics. I got to take my hands off.
It's just like before you go into the final point.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
It's like grooming is like what definition you got over there?
All right, so you got a couple of definitions for grooming, right? So it's the practice of brushing and cleaning the coat of a horse, a dog, or other animal. Regular grooming is essential to the well-being of your dog, right? Second is the practice of preparing or training someone for a particular purpose or activity. Alan was expected to need a lot of grooming before he was ready to take over.
So grooming can also be training
or preparing.
Yeah,
well,
getting somebody ready for a job that they do.
Yeah, it could be that way, but in today's world, today's society, it has a negative connotation, right?
So, is there a coincidence to men being called grooms at the wedding, or aren't we supposed to be? Isn't it our task to prepare our wives to be better women when we become a groom, when we become a husband?
Well, the definition back in the day was way different, you know what I mean, based on now, because when you would use the word groom, it'd be like I'm getting a haircut, I'm getting a manicure.
No, it's always meant that. It's always meant that. It means to prepare or to maintain. Any way you look at it, you could prepare or you could maintain your appearance, or you could prepare or maintain a person for the real world. Like we groom our children, you know, but we raise our children. I feel like raise is like a stronger version of groom, you know. But we groom our significant other. Women groom us as well too. You know,
I don't think you would necessarily use the word grooming.
Well, we wouldn't use the word. It's all word salad, because we wouldn't use the word submissive for ourselves either. But we submit to our wives same way our wives submit to us. But it's only used one way. But it's used, you know, to like gaslight a little bit, or to You know, same way grooming is kind of a word to make older men seem a little predatory.
Is it off base to say that they may not be a little bit?
Well, just say what it is. If you're manipulating somebody, just say that. You're manipulating that person.
Say that.
No, well, listen, I'm a man. If an older man has money and he can manipulate everybody in his life, the chick that he's sleeping with, he's gonna manipulate her too. He manipulates his employees. He manipulates anybody that he can influence with his money. He manipulates. So why do we call, just because she's sleeping with him, we call that something else? Like, we call that grooming? Like,